The aim of this presentation is to help you see what we do here at Purple Pepper Math to enhance the skills that you need for the National Benchmark Test. The National Benchmark Test, commonly known as the NBTs, is a university entrance test used by many universities in South Africa to test or vet the readiness of first-year students, much like the SATs. It comprises of two tests. The first is an academic and quantitative literacy test, and the second is a mathematics test. Both are 3 hours, and the first test is academic literacy, which really tests your academic readiness in the language of English or Afrikaans. It also comprises of a component called quantitative literacy, which really tests your very general and practical math skills. The second test, also 3 hours, is a mathematics test based on the South African math syllabus called CAPS. Let's jump right in and tell you a little bit more about Purple Pepper Math. We don't work with the National Benchmark Test Project. We're a private organization and we render services, and we've also written a couple of lovely books to help students throughout South Africa. It's quite a popular set of books, and the services comprises of a full Saturday that we help students enhance their skills. We don't use the word prepare. It's rather an enhancing of skills and a developing of skills that won't only help you in your NBTs, but also will really make you a better student at school and university. You're welcome to visit our website to see what products we have and also the services. But let's jump right in and do a classic math question that we have developed here at the NBT, at the Purple Pepper Math business. And this year, as you can see, one of very many questions that we have is a question that has a couple of challenges in it. And let's start. So this is question 21 from a book that is called The Skills Enhancer for the NBTs, written here at Purple Pepper Math. And it says 3 to the power of x plus x squared minus 3 is naught has 0, 1, 2, or 3 solutions. Now, what many students do when they see this, they think 3 to the x plus x squared minus 3x is naught. Wow, I wonder if I can factorize here. If I can factorize and then solve. No, I can't, because here we have a 3 to the power of x, and there we have x squared minus 3, and then they are blown away. The challenge is that the question does not ask solve for x. It simply says the equation has how many solutions. That's what it asks. And so really, if you look carefully, it's quite simple. And let's do this together. What we do is we look at this equation and we split it up. And as we split it up, we will clearly see two functions. Maybe you can see the functions already. If we split it up, you can see there that you have 3 to the power of x is equal to minus x squared plus 3. On the left here, you have an exponential expression, and on the right, you have a quadratic expression. The first one represents an exponential graph. The second one represents a parabola. Let's sketch this. And so as you sketch this, what you'll see, I'm first going to do the exponential graph. There we go. Let's call this f, and f represents 3 to the x. And then we're going to sketch another graph, and that's going to be the parabola, quite simple. And the parabola cuts the y-axis at 3, all right? And it has a negative coefficient at x squared, and therefore the shape will be about there. This here will be the point on the y-axis 3. And of course, if we can just go back to the exponential graph, we know that the exponential graph will cut the y-axis at 1. That's not too relevant though. The point here is that if you look at the two graphs, the parabola and the exponential graph, they cut at 2 points. And because they have 2 points of intersection, this equation will have 2 solutions. And there sits your answer. Very basic. Don't overthink it. Lovely question. Classic NBT type of question, although this hasn't been developed by the NBT project. It's just one of the questions that talk to functions and is a little bit different to what you are used to at school, but really just based on the South African syllabus. Many more questions are available in 2 books that we have beautifully written here at the Purple Pepper Math Business. The one is the Skills Enhancer. 35 questions are available. The model answers are also there at the back. Added to this book is a couple of nice skills that you need on the day that you write your, some weeks before you write your NBT, some general skills. One of them, for example, you can see here, the first one, it says get used to multiple choice questions. Practice, it's just a mind shift. Many more skills are listed in this book, but the very skills that are listed here that you would need for your NBT tests are then explained and used as you work through the books. This is the very first book that we've done here at the NBT, at the Purple Pepper Math Business. It comprises of 150 questions, and the model answers are all available at the back. And really, again, the focus is on skills. So as you work your way through the book, you'll see the model answers are available. It's going to not only help you for your NBTs, it's going to really make you a better student. And also thinking about the NBTs, that's really the aim of the NBT, not only to vet your readiness, but in the process, as South African educators, we want students to be better prepared for university and therefore to be better at life. There's another book that we've done, well used throughout South Africa. It's a very popular book. It's not only a NBT skills book, but it also would help you for your prelim and final exams. The questions are such that they have a focus on both areas, prelim, final exams, and NBT. This here is the paper 2 version of that. You'll see the first one that I've shown you is a paper 1 mathematics book, and the second one is a paper 2 mathematics book. It's also prelim and final exam and NBT focused. These 2 books are books that we use when we offer courses, but many students do it on their own at home. The first one is written by a professor that is well known internationally for academic literacy, Professor Albert Weideman. It's a lovely book. It has 5 tests, and these tests will really not only help you enhance your skills for the NBTs, but make of you a better student. The books are such that as you work your way through it, you will feel more ready for this type of test. The books that you see here are revision booklets, not textbooks. They hold the modules that are done in grade 11 and in grade 12. And these books are really lovely color-coded books. It's not so big. It's a couple of pages in each, but they hold all the modules, summaries, examples, and a couple of problems. Very popular in South Africa. The last book that we've done here at Purple Pepper, our latest book, is a fresh, brand new, high-standard book. It's a book that consists of about 600 marks of questions, paper 1, paper 2, and students use this to prepare for their final exams as well as their prelims. Well, my name is Duarte Leroux, and I thank you for listening. Love to hear from you.